Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? It's Monday, and I think the last time you saw me might have been Thursday, when we went and went I was going to say when we went Paddington Bear with charity shops, when we went to charity shops and bumped into Paddington Bear. Yeah, I actually had a weekend that was like not filming related. I went to the car boots and did some sort of TikTok content, but besides the point, today we're going to hit back on the day in the life and hit some stuff up. This week, we're kind of like, I'm going to be honest with you, we've started to hit some autonomy. Things are just making sense. I've got deliveries coming in and I've got orders to be fulfilled. I've got a team that understand what they're doing. And now it's me figuring out how to use the time around it in the best way to show you guys stuff, because the content is really the epicenter of what we're trying to do around here. So yeah, I've got somebody coming to the house for some stuff this morning. Gonna hit the gym, do some sort of like not very interesting to film bits, and do a little live. But there will be a tilt stream today. There will be some other bits and bobs, and most importantly, just carry on watching, because I'm sure there'll be something that I've not done at some point in the day that you're like, oh, okay, cool. But either way, we'll see. But I hope you lot have all been good, and most importantly, let's just get into it. So I had like 48 hours like of non-really filming. I mean, I went to the car boot yesterday, and I think it's probably one of the last ones, genuinely. But I've just been sat down, and what I would spend a bit of time doing is like just a little bit like content idea planning. So there's two things that I try and do, which is understand the niche that I'm in and how I can broaden around it. So what are the types of content that I can make that people will find interesting within the niche? And then the broader one is, what about me? What about how do I make content about stuff that I like that people will gravitate towards as a result? But like a lot of the content isn't always like very instantly actionable because there's a lot of other things going on. Like even just sitting down now, like having 40 hours of like not really going to work. I'm like, oh my God, that's my tea. Caged animal, like not caged animal, but just sort of loads of ideas. I'm even thinking, is it time to just add some new bundles to the website, because we've got some cool autumnal stuff like leather and things, but then also a couple of weeks till the kilo sale. So there's loads of stuff going on. But you know how we like to do things. We like to just pick at something and then have a little bit at it and then do it again. It's like tapas sort of work mode. I don't know. I'm just trying absolute wasabi at the minute. But this dude's going to be in 40 minutes, and then I think I'm going to be on a TikTok live. Also, this is interesting. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you might have seen me do a live stream whilst I've been doing a tilt. Now, if you have and you've gone, why isn't he talking? What is this? Basically, what I'm going to be doing is to improve the watch time of the videos and just to sort of spread a bit of awareness. I'm going to start using another phone to go live, showing you while I'm live on Tilt, which is the app that I sell on. Just to sort of get that cross-platform pollination involved, where people on YouTube can see it and then come to Tilt and vice versa. So yeah, that's something that's going to go on today, and something that you might have seen. Looking at me right now, yeah, not much else to report on right now other than probably next shot you'll see me in a few hours, but there'll be some update, I'm sure. So in a bizzle. Okay, morning again, guys. I feel like saying morning. It's like today's been like 2 parts today already. Woke up so early, waiting about the house, and then what I had to wait about for wasn't that urgent, so we hit the gym. But I just basically thought, I'm not going to go on to a heavy charity shop thing now. I'm not here to make loads of content, but I wanted to just test a little shop. Now, when I was like at a point where I was like starting to pursue this reselling journey and a little bit more intently, there were certain things that like you had to do, which was like being like available to be at charity shops and car boots and stuff a lot. So I want to just give you like very fast track POV spot, basically one shot showing you my quick actions for going into a charity shop, and basically thumbsing up stuff that's actually worth buying, so you can see how fast I react to things. I think one thing that a dreary day tells me is that loads of people don't like going out when it's dreary. Loads of people have the case of the Mondays where they're just like, yeah, can't really be asked to do anything other than obviously like work, provide and do all the normal bits of life. I'm not one of these exclusions either, but I'm going to literally go to one charity shop down here and just show you a little bit of my personal process. Now, the reason I'm choosing Headway is because personally I think that in Loughborough it is one of the best charity shops for its value, for its new stock, newiness, probably not as much actually, but just the fact that the prices are always like very realistically and respectfully like placed. Like it's not, they're not insane. Like I'll be honest with you, Sue Ryder, that I'm not pointing out very well, That one is off the chain, but again, different charity shops, different perspectives, and we're not going to go into JD, although I've never actually been into JD before. But anyway, we're going to go down and I'm going to show you this one. So yeah, I'm literally going to go into that one around the corner there. What are you doing? Some people are funny. But anyway, I'm going to go into this charity shop and I'm going to just show you exactly, just like a POV, like I said 100 times, but just go in one shot to just show you how I would operate in this charity shop. And by operate, I mean what I'd actually go for. So I'm getting my hands ready in the better position. Look, I'm just like holding the phone, so I don't have the same situation. Age UK, not so much, sadly. Currently unable to take donations. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. It would be inconvenient if I had a few bags full, but anyway, this is only going to go. Let's have a quick look. Let's see what we've got in here. So I'll just show you very quickly, like the process of like, you know, where we'll be and what I'll see, because there's lots of things like that aren't. Oh, sorry, the only issue with this shop is that it's literally the menswear by the door, so it's been like that for the whole time. What's that one? For workwear. Now, a lot of the time when you're doing like, you're picking stuff like this, like you want to be fast, don't you? You don't really want to be like hanging about, because time is money. £6 on file. I will say that some of them have started to very carefully and incrementally take them up. And we've got Lidl shoes at £6. £6, is it? That's quite wild. I don't mean that they're wild, like per se, too much. It's just that like £6 for the Lidl trainers. I guarantee you they would have been about £10 in Lidl. Yeah. Okay, right, I'm going to show you this case in point. This is the first one, look. So the brand is Melka, right? And look, I've got my other phone position next. I'm going to show you exactly. This one is £6. Now, to buy them new, you're looking at £50 for a Melka one. It's a nice jumper, made in Italy, lamb's wool. And I'm going to pop it back. But these are the sort of items that I would look for, based on the fact that these are like, you know, not like your everyday ones that you look for. If it's £50 to buy new, you can probably still get £20 for it second hand. And yes, I was balancing the jumper up on there, but that's the one I'd go for. Now £6 is quite steep, but it is the price that it is. But most importantly, it's a brand that you wouldn't typically get, and more importantly, other people wouldn't typically see either. I will be honest with you in that one, and I'm not going to go to any others now, but that had a few bits. It's slim pickings in some of the charity shops. I'm going to tell you that for nothing. And I reckon one thing I'm going to do, let me just use this background, because this is a good background, look at this. I think one thing I'm actually going to do is, when I get around to doing this charity shop tour again, and we start going back forward with it, what I'm going to really do is just home in on not highlighting how expensive some of the things are, but I'll go with a few different processes. So one of them's going to be showing you brands that you didn't expect, like the Melka, learning about the brands, learning about where the second-hand economy of things sits, but then also like the natural state of where the charity shops are. Like, what is it not worth your time looking at anymore? Are you just like wasting your time like looking for brands like Nike and Adidas in charity shops anymore because of how expensive they are? Like, there was a Karl Lagerfeld t-shirt in there and it was £8. And I was just thinking, for £8, like you're taking the biscuit a little bit for a t-shirt that, like, yes, you can get a couple of quid for it, is a designer brand, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's a hard one. There's a lot of opinions about it, and a lot of us go one way and a lot of us go the other way, so that's just the reality of having an opinion, isn't it? But I will say, it's not like the most fruitful looking day in Loughborough, if I'm honest with you. I don't know if there's anything that's like much to report in on other than me going to just sit down and have a coffee for half an hour. I wanted to make a video, a vintage one actually, but I need internet, and yeah, you need internet to do a green screen, so it's something that I'm unable to do on this phone that I'm filming it on, because this phone that I'm filming it on is the one that doesn't have blooming have a card in it to film. But yeah, look, this is the style that you can see of Loughborough this morning. This is what people are deciding to come out of the house looking like. No, I can't say anything. I chose to come out looking like, to be honest with you, looking like someone who's just about to gone to the gym. These lot saying. Yeah, anyway, enough of this. I think it's time to just, I'm clearly like, what are they? You know what they're getting ready for, don't you? They're getting ready for Christmas soon. The Christmas tree's getting erected, which is a crazy word, the word erected anyway. Not crazy, but yeah, nothing else really to add here. Coffee time and then BRB. This is the customary getting that water time before. Look. Oh look, hands are free. Maybe I could just have a little dog treat. No, need to turn that off. But look, just open to the staff there. Random. Yeah, one of the things I'm unable to do when I come into places like this, I can't always film videos because of all the music that they play. So I get why people do narration. I don't like narration for me because I lose the attention span when I'm doing the narration. But it is what it is. Right now, I'm gonna have a coffee and then I'm gonna make this video. But yeah, we all good, man. Nobody at work needs me for anything. I was literally just went to it and I was like, I don't think there's much required of me today, but we'll make something out of it. It's all good. Right then, the time is like 12 o'clock, and yeah, I've not seen this woman for a couple of days. I actually had a few days off, so see what she's doing. See what's busy. Boxes are here in full effect. Radio station is in full effect. Hello. Please do me one favour, if that's okay, not to come in and be like, just in case the radio is playing, your phone's over there. So, how's it going?
Good. Just finishing the last of the tilt ones, and then they can be bagarooned up, and then we can start on the...
Ooh, what's that North Face doing out there?
Just... It's been sold and...
What, on the site?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. How much did someone pay for it?
Well, it was up to 120.
120. See, guys, you can still get cash for it, and plus, it's that time of the year, isn't it? Who did you have in today? Did you just have Suzanne?
Suzanne. She's done all of this. She's absolutely incredible. So I've been making lots of things.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, look. I'm only 25 kilos. Oh, I better eat cake. I must be wasting.
Are you hungry?
Away.
I'm hungry. What time is it for then?
Okay.
What time is it for?
Cake time! I was just actually thinking I was going to go and grab a coffee.
Yeah, Did you send Tyler to go and get one the other day?
Yeah.
Did he like, because someone says like...
Yeah, bless him. He was like going, I've never done this before.
Really?
No, so it's like...
Shout out to Tyler.
And then there was going, do you want cold milk or hot milk? And that threw him.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't know if you had it.
They went for cold milk, and I couldn't run. That is what I want.
We love it. Right, so I'll go and get a coffee and cake, and then we'll see where we're at. But like I said to you guys, I don't really know what the day's got in store. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know how we do. So Marge has said to me, have a little look in the kitchen.
I want him to go and get me something.
Okay, so we're going to have a little look in the kitchen. Apparently, that must mean that there's some tidiness amidst it. And I think...
You know what it was like? It was a dumping ground for everything.
Shout out Tracy Beaker. But let's have a little look at what it's looking like. Holy skibbity bop bop. Yes. Jeez, what was the look at that tweety pal when I got that one from a car boot ages ago. What was the process? What made you think that this was the weekend to do it? What made you want to do it?
Wednesday or something, Suzanne came in and I went, oh God, it's a real shithole. And she went, yep, it's a shithole. And when somebody else says that, I go, okay, I'll do something about it.
Like, it's not, and plus, actually, this is one of the areas that we said, in one of our projects for like the next couple of months for in the new year, we think that what we're going to do is actually move all of this, strip out as much as possible. I've already put a budget in mind, and I think it's a couple grand to get everything sorted down there, the bits fitted, new bits put here, and a washing structure in place.
I think we need one washer, one dryer, one of them tables you can come and work with anyway. You only need to bring one of them in. But it's nice to still have this when we do want to actually...
Do you think when we do the kilo sale, we can just put this out and say, you're free to take any of this stuff if you like?
Possibly, I don't know, because it's like all of our stuff's under that. I mean, look.
It's very, very catalogued and strategized. I like it.
Some of the stuff in here is
crazy. There's like a mannequin's arm, there's like the back of your head, there's all sorts.
Teapot lid.
I need the toilet as well. Anyway, so, yeah, cool.
Yes, there's everything. This is our Christmas thing, and we found Santa suit, so we thought that when we do the Christmas tilt, you'll have to possibly dress up as Spider-Man again.
Nice. Right, so I'm going to go and get me and Marge a coffee and some cake and then divide it. But like I said, today the only big thing that I've got going on is to do a live stream on Tilt and to do YouTube at the same time, because basically you get paid for the amount of time people watch things on YouTube, on live streams, and yes, it is a little bit about that. Hi Lindsay, okay? Good, thank you. So yeah, that's basically that. So keep note of that. Anyway, I'm going to go and get this coffee now. Go and get this. And then, yeah, look, box is already ready to go. And I'm telling you, sorry for a bit of an overshare. I'm getting excited. I like it when Marge is like ready to have a bit of cake. Because I know I said, yo, we're being good, but you got to enjoy it sometimes. And plus, if I feel too bad about having cake, I'll just go and blast a 10k run or something. Perks of still being young, I think. Also, this pain face is basically, I didn't realise it was half term. Half term's good for a few reasons. I'll tell you why it's good outside, but right now, in this coffee shop, and it's absolutely chaos. More prams than people, it's all going on. So as soon as I get this coffee, I'll break down what's good about half term and how you can make the most of it if you're a reseller. Oh, I'll just stop it like that then. So let me just make this point about the half term and why you should really like execute it if you can, or try and make the most out of it. Because what happens during half term is people have free time. That free time equals them being at home. Even me today, I've had messages from people within our group chat on WhatsApp of people who are presumably on half term saying, is anybody streaming today? And if that was you, shout out to you, Jamie, the person that said it earlier on. But it's like, it highlights this thing. Half term equals time, equals like time out of the norm. See, this is where you should really execute the daytime sales, uploading products, sending offers in the daytime, because you don't know who's on half time and you don't know who's a potential customer. So what I'm going to do is find out how the live goes today, see what Lindsay's got and what we've had left over. I know that I had a lot of bundles that I didn't actually go through with last week because, I'll be honest with you, going down to about a 3-day-a-week live stream at the moment. And that's not because I don't want to do it, that's just because you have to be efficient with your time. Look at me, I'm still waking up. Still look like I'm waking up, man. But yeah, we're good. We're just getting there. We're getting there. Marge has just gone to the toilet, so probably a time as ever to show you some of the bits off the rail that we've got. So again, everything's in its size, so it's women's and men's sort of situation. And what I'm probably going to do today is just roll through them, really. Yeah, just roll through as many items as possible individually, and then group up ones that can be sold collectively together. But again, Gucci question mark? Probably not question mark? Oh, these are the uniform ones, which will be really interesting to see how they sell on there. That's a cool Angry Bird on DKNY jeans. Yeah, so anyway, these are just some of the individual items that I'll be running off today at £1 no reserve. Lil Nas X, lul. And yeah, we're just going to see how these go, but we're just trying different products. We're just trying what we get through, and we see how the customer likes it. See how they go. Oh, nice. I realise I'm not really showing you very well, but we've got a few bits. Nothing too crazy, because if I'm being honest with you, I think they've just been like managing and balancing absolutely everything. What's that? Armand, that's sick. Which is a part of it. So yeah, not much has been added here, but as in not much point that I've said added, but this is what we're going to shoot. And just like that, a few hours later, 100 auctions done. But what actually sold? Well, firstly, before anything, give that a kick. No, I'm only joking. Things are good, man. So I'm just going to turn the heating down just to about 10. Basically, it does it all anyway. But we sold these, and these. And I'm going to show you some of the bits that went, and maybe we'll go through some of the prices at some point. So all of these items went through. I started doing £1 no reserve. Well, everything's £1 no reserve, but I started doing individual items first, and then we grouped some of them up. Really nice Armand. I think that one went for about 15. We had some really successful bits. People got some good deals. And that's one of the things I love about it as well, is this rail might contain, like, look, you've got a religion quarter zip that might have gone for £6, and that went for 15. That's actually worth 60, and that could be worth, say, like 20. So people are getting deals, but at least the average price, this goes for 6, this goes for 15. The average price is £10.50, you know. So it's not actually sold for 6, it's sold for £10.50. But some really nice bits, and we had a good group of people in. That one was personal favourite today. We had some good bits go, and I can't really complain with the whole way of how it goes anyway. So some good bits that we sold. Nice to have got the bundles out as well, which were the, look at this, man, absolutely cooking it off. They're having a bit of a field, don't they? Absolute bits. Little Nas. But I'll show you some of the bits. So this is everything that was sold from the starting time. That was, I think, around about like 1:30. And what time are we on? 10 to 4. So yeah, about 2 hours 20 to do 100 auctions. So happy with that. Wasn't really meant as like a fast speed round. It's only at the end that I speed rounded it, and that went for a couple quid. absolute vibes. Look at the back print on that. Serious bit. Like, that's the sort of stuff. Like, look, you just won't see stuff like that. So, real good bits. Good selection of stuff. Naff, old vintage bits, old sweater shop. Like, honestly, we was cooking it off, and people were getting some real good bargains. And then at the end, what I did is I grouped all of this together. So this was an 11 item bundle, which we'd have done at £1 no reserve, but that whole thing went for 27 quid. So magic. And then, yeah, we had this lot of stuff went, and I think that was about 25 of the grade C bundles. We actually did something else, which I'll tell you about when I turn it around. The reason why I love the R&R bundles at the minute is what we do is that as we're going through the live, Marge will actually open up a bag and show some people. And then we kind of go, right, do you get an idea of what it is? And then they're like, yes, we get it. And then they bid irrespective of what they kind of are aware of what it is, which is just so winning. But yeah, the Monday that's kind of probably been a video that's been a bit of this and that going on. And yeah, YouTube live. So this is what I can show you. This is actually very interesting. Do I look exhausted? I look like I've probably had a weekend of not working and I've just decided to come back to work. No, I've not decided to come back to work. I have been at work. But here we go. So let me show you this one because this is interesting. Now, YouTube is all about watch time. Essentially, the longer that people watch your videos, the better you are received in the algorithm and stuff like that. So the concurrent viewers was 22 on the live, which was actually great for a 2-hour live. And we had 1.4k people that visited the whole time and 12.9 hours of watch time. Now that watch time itself, that's going to just keep going up as people will find the video and keep watching it, because this is the thing with the videos, is as you can see there, most of the views have come from that. A couple of videos have been people watching other things, which is always cool. But yeah, that video, that sort of like inside a live stream, I'm going to be doing that for the next couple lives that I do. So I'll probably do that again tomorrow and then another one that I do. Essentially, if I can sort of double down on this is one thing that I had this thought of recently, which is, you know, like, wow, look at the state of my hair. You know, like when you go, or like say when I go to the car boot, right? I'm going to the car boot to make the content. Yes. Now, if the content is successful to a certain point, that content can generate me more revenue than the experience of what it is that I'll actually do. As a result, what I mean by that is the fact of actually like going to the car boot or going to the charity shop or like filming the live stream, they can become more successful than the actual, let's sit down on this bit. They can become more successful than the actual reason of what you go, which is what I mean by that is going to the charity shop is with a camera is basically going with the intention to make the content that will be more successful than the experience and experiment of going to actually buy stuff, which is so crazy. I can't sit still right now. We've been stood up for a few hours, not even an aggressive amount of coffee. But what I'm going to do now is it's like 5 to 4. I've got my laptop with me, and this is the beautiful thing with editing. I'm going to put this video together.